Now on CoastTV News.
Cool Spring controversy.
I mean, it's a town bigger than Lewis.
Nearly 2,000 homes, a hotel, retail, and more as the push and pull over growth continues.
Concert clash.
So, it might help drive our business up a little bit.
The conflict between crowds and sales as Rehoboth Beach makes changes to its summer concert series.
I'm tracking a bit of a messy weather situation with a wintry mix. Will it be a hit or a near miss?
This is CoastTV News at 6.
37 acres in Milton inching closer to a decision. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. Our top story tonight takes place after public comments closed on Cool Spring Crossing. You can see the location of the planned development here off Route 9 and Cool Spring Road in the Harbison area. The plan is for more than 1,900 homes to be built, a YMCA, a hotel. The people in favor of the project say it'll add jobs, but those against it say it's just too much. CoastTV News reporter Emma Aiken is live in Milton. Emma, just yesterday, the applicant responses to various questions and comments were made public.
Charlie, state agencies like DelDOT and DENREC, as well as county council members, had chimed in on various parts of the plan to rezone the land here. Now that Cool Spring has responded and public comment is closed, Sussex County Council will take all of this information and likely make a decision next year. It's these plans for hundreds of homes, plus a handful of commercial amenities that have drawn hundreds of mixed opinions. Cool Spring Crossing calls for more than 1,900 homes, a grocery store, a YMCA, hotel, restaurants, and more retail space.
I mean, it's a town bigger than Lewis.
Allison White, who lives nearby, says she's worried about a development that size and the problems, like traffic, it could bring to the community.
DelDOT is then going to come in and save them by putting up, by building roads. They don't have the money and they don't know how to do it.
On the other hand, Habitat for Humanity's CEO Kevin Gilmore says the workforce housing portion of Cool Spring Crossing provides affordable housing for thousands of people who need it in Sussex County.
This plan, this community, with one single decision could have a tremendous impact on workforce housing in the area. They're planning 700 workforce housing units, and there's never been a decision, one single decision that's had that kind of impact on creating affordable housing here in Sussex County.
For now, a community split about another community popping up. The developer for Cool Spring Crossing has previously said that if this plan is denied here as it is now as a mixed-use project, they still plan to build 1,200 single-family homes on this land, just without the workforce housing or the commercial space. And again, right now, we don't have any idea of a timeline for a decision here. Reporting live in Milton, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Plans for Cool Spring Crossing first went to the state 4 years ago. The project did pause briefly after state planners raised concerns. This latest attempt to rezone the land has been in front of Sussex County since 2023. Now, if approved, Cool Spring Crossing would be built in multiple phases over 20 years. The estimated completion date would be 2048. Rehoboth Beach's Bandstand Summer Concert Series has been the topic of several city meetings, and the crowds specifically, you see them here. Businesses near the bandstand, some saying the concert series is causing more trouble than good, with road closures and crowds not buying anything. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is live in Rehoboth Beach. Brandon, recommendations that were approved range from parking to how the city can help promote nearby businesses.
Maddie, although Christmas decorations are up now covering the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand, the city says the most attended summer series concert this past summer had over 1,500 people here covering this entire area, and even the road as this part of Rehoboth Avenue is closed during concerts. The city has been putting on these concerts since 1963 on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, but in 2026, the city is looking at a weekday concert. The Bandstand Summer Concert Series will have one weekday concert for the first time ever. At least for a trial, according to Rehoboth Beach commissioners. All other concerts will stay Friday through Sunday. Sam Luciano has worked right across from the bandstand for years and has seen the crowds the Summer Concert Series draws. Luciano says changing a few concerts to a weekday isn't a bad idea.
I think it's good for us at least, because Wednesdays Typically Tuesday, Wednesdays are slower. So, it might help drive our business up a little bit.
This survey was presented during a December 19th Rehoboth Beach meeting, showing businesses that took the survey are split on if the summer concert series is good for business. But others disagree, saying patrons don't visit them while free concerts are happening right outside their stores. Tom Eibach, owner of Dolly's, a Rehoboth Beach staple that sits right across from where the bandstand is, says that this is bad for business. He says 60 to 80% of his business in the summer is generated on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And the weekends when concert series do happen here, that takes away half of that revenue. Other recommendations that were adopted call for better enforcement on people blocking businesses and better communicating temporary lane changes and road closures to the people of Rehoboth Beach.
People have mixed emotions about it, but I just think the more foot traffic for the smaller businesses, the better.
It's important to note that a weekday summer series concert here at the bandstand, it's just a trial now. The city commissioners say depending on the success of a weekday concert, that will determine whether we will see more in the future. And they did not give an exact date on when we will see a weekday concert in 2026. Live in Rehoboth Beach, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
Go Birds! Go Birds, apparently.
All right.
You're getting a live look at the Bay Bridge right now. You can start to see traffic on both sides of the bridge actually through this picture. And AAA projecting 122.4 million Americans will travel this week, about a 2% increase over last year. AAA expects record holiday travel from Delaware with somewhere in the area of 356,000 travelers, most of that by car. And this brings us into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how far are you traveling for Christmas?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. 68% say not traveling, 10% say over 3 hours, 17% say 1 to 3 hours, and 5% is just sticking a little bit closer to home.
Now, if you haven't voted yet, you can still do that. You can also vote on Coast TV's mobile app at coasttv.com as well.
Some tragic news out of northern Delaware. A state trooper was shot and killed at a Wilmington DMV. Authorities say it happened during an active shooter situation, but law enforcement acted quickly to secure the scene. Governor Matt Meyer says along with the trooper, the shooter is also dead. Officials in northern Delaware say there is no threat to the public at this time.
Worcester County is taking the first step towards a new shared use path along Route 611.
The project aimed at giving people a safer way to bike or walk between West Ocean City and communities headed towards Assateague.
A feasibility study conducted by the county shows a path adjacent to the highway, in addition to a potential boardwalk on parts of it, but it's going to take some time.
Be patient. You probably won't see it getting built for about 3 years. We're anticipating at least a year for design. Then we'll have to apply for the grant for construction.
Worcester County officials say after design work is done, the next step is applying for funding to build that path.
Both kids and adults want to see a snowy Christmas. Unfortunately, this time around, it does not look like it's in the cards. It looks like we picked up all our snow before Christmas. I want to take a look at some of the historical data. This is from Georgetown, Delaware. The top 3 snowy Christmases. The first one in first place, 1909, where we picked up 5.5 inches of snow. Then in 1969, we saw 4.1 inches. And then finally in 1904, a little bit over 3 inches, about 3.3 inches. Now, the last snowy Christmas in Georgetown was 23 years ago, where we picked up a little bit over an inch in 2002. So it's been a long time, and we're looking at the probability of snow across the area. This is the averages from 1991 to 2020. You can see in our neck of the woods, we're in this dark color, around 10%, 10 or 15%. Then you go farther north and west, and you start to get into the blue colors, that's where we have the higher chances of a snowy Christmas, near the Appalachians and then back into areas of upstate New York and New England as well. And then farther south in our neck of the woods, Delmarva back through DC and points south, that's where we have a slim chance of snow. So it looks like this time around, no snow for Christmas, but we can always dream for next year. For Coast TV, I'm First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey.
A quick reminder, our holiday special, A Marvelous Christmas, airs at 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve and 6 p.m. on Christmas Day. It's a lot of fun and you do not want to miss it.
We're tracking a bit of rain because they're a little too warm for the snow, but there's some other interesting weekend treats on the way.
But first, meal delivery benefits. The heartwarming story at Easter Seals just in time for Christmas, when we're back in just 60 seconds.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Participants in Easter Seals pre-vocational services program are teaming up with cheer centers in Sussex County. And in this week's Ties That Bind Us, we show you how this collaboration is providing purpose and connection, one meal at a time. At least once a week, a van carrying participants from the Easter Seals pre-vocational services program pulls into the parking lot at the Cheer Center in Milton. It's a program for the participants who face some intellectual challenges, gain work and social experiences. This day, it is assisting with Cheer's Meals on Wheels.
When our Easter Seal members come in, we get them set up to start some of the things that we need for our 600 and some meals that we do every week. We pack bread, we do desserts.
They come in to put in to package the food, to seal the food, package the desserts that go in the bag, and them coming in helps us spread cheer throughout the community by helping us just packing those meals and getting them out.
This is generating a work ethic for them as well as responsibility, giving them stability so that when or if they tend to go into the workforce that they can in the future.
You guys having a good day?
Yeah, I'm having a good day.
Yeah. And it is good work. It's needed work that helps bring meals to people who are homebound.
We make sure our members outside of the building are still being fed, even though we're only open Monday through Friday. So they're a big crucial in part along with our volunteers to make sure that all these things get done during the week.
You just walk in and when you see them, they're happy to see you, they greet you, they're just full of good energy.
I see the interaction and I see how their personalities are definitely coming out.
They love meal runs. They love it.
Thank you, sir. No problem. Have a good day. You too. Have a good day. Thank you.
They have favorite houses. They have people they talk to when they go up to the doors and knock. One of the participants just nodded their head. Yep, they enjoy it. That's probably the favorite.
What's the best thing about it?
Volunteering.
They are volunteers, and they are much more than that. These Easter Seals participants are developing a life skill. At the same time, they are making a connection and helping other people in their community. For the Ties That Bind Us, I'm Matt Penson.
Truth be told, if you're looking for a snowy Christmas, doesn't look like it. The closest I can deliver for you on that is maybe a wintry mix after Christmas Day. And even that's iffy at best. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about. In Rehoboth right now, we're coming in at a steady 44 degrees. Now the winds are relatively calm and pouring primarily out of the north. Temperatures are going to stay in the low to mid 40s for the rest of the evening. Now we have a thick cloud cover that's over the area, so we're not going to see the temperatures bounce around by much as virtue to the thick cloud cover that's in place. And everybody's hovering in the 40s for the most part. We're at 45 degrees in Lewis, 43 Indian River Inlet, as well as Dagsboro, Gumboro, and Delmar, as well as 43 degrees currently in Milton and in Georgetown. Now we are actually warmer. We're like 12 degrees warmer than we were just yesterday in Salisbury, but the big time winter right now, Ocean City, we are 17 degrees warmer now than we were this exact same time just yesterday. So we are trending much warmer. Now, we do have to watch out for very blustery conditions along the beaches. We have a reinitiating of the small craft advisory. Now it's been extended until 6 o'clock for Wednesday, and it could be extended beyond that because we are waiting for a storm system to begin to move in our general direction. But staying breezy for all the beaches for us from Lewis, Rehoboth down towards Ocean City and Fenwick Island. That also plays into Ocean City down towards Chincoteague, and on the other side, we're still looking for 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts there as well. We have a warm front that's surging in this direction. When you take a look at this red line here and all these half circles, these barbs as we call them, that tells you the direction in which the air is flowing. So it's coming out of the south and the south-southwest and moving right along towards the north and overtaking the entire northeast in totality. Now, we have the winds that are staying relatively zonal for right now, but by the time we get to Wednesday, that warm front effect begins to wane a bit. Then we have the winds coming out of the northwest. But we have so much in the way of warm air in place, not really going to make a significant impact, a small one, but it's not a significant one. And then by Thursday, we'll have the winds pouring out of the north. We're really more concerned about the possibility of precipitation, more than likely just rain, to be honest. I mean, we're looking at Christmas, chance of scattered showers at best, but we have a more exaggerated chance of rain and precipitation for us on Friday. See, you'll notice Wednesday morning we stay very clear. Wednesday afternoon, we stay clear with the winds out of the northwest. Christmas Eve, feeling very chilly. Then we get really cloudy, and then we get a little rainy for us for the most part because we're just too warm for any of this precipitation to turn over to, any kind of flurry action, anything that would be romantically nice to have for a nice picture. Not really happening. But as we go into Friday, the pink that you see here, that's for Newcastle, but for Kent and Sussex, we're staying in the green. We're staying in the rain. And then whatever happens, the green or the rain is going to overtake everything by the time we get to the early morning hours on Saturday. That being said, let's take a look at your extended forecast. Christmas Eve, 51. Christmas Day, 51. Then we drop precipitously on the first day of Kwanzaa. And then weekend, we're looking pretty average. And then next week, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Monday, crazy wind. And then on Tuesday, if we're lucky, we will warm up to freezing.
The Bless Our Children campaign continues. We're making sure that every child has something to open under the Christmas tree come Christmas morning. And we've also got these great cards that everybody's been sending in. This one says, "Oh, Holy Night" on the front. It was sent in by Lorraine Hendrick of Maryland. Lorraine, thank you so much. We're going to get it right up on the tree. Businesses can help by accepting the Shell Brothers Challenge of donating at least $1,000. And if you want to help send a donation in a holiday card, we might just read it on the air. Send a check or a money order to the address on your screen or donate online at blessourchildren.org.
We've already raised over $330,000 to help children and families this holiday season, and thank you to all who have donated.
And of course, the holiday season continues. It's rolling on. We're almost to Christmas. But this is our holiday house.
And we love seeing all your decorations. We want to show you one right here. This is from Cheryl in Felton. She says it's Bumble's tree, and you can see
I was going to say he's a little
hidden
out there, but the abominable snowman back there.
I love it. Love this tree. Love this decoration. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for sending it to us.
And we want to see how you're decking the halls all season long. Send us your photos, your videos by going to coasttv.com/holidayhouse. We just might show them on TV. Coast TV News at 6 will be right back.
Well, I hope that you're going to be enjoying your holidays, and it's going to start feeling a lot like Christmas on Christmas Eve and not so much on Christmas Day, believe it or not. Listen, 43 right now in Milford, and we're going to stay in the low 40s with thick cloud cover in place, so not much movement with the temperatures for the rest of the night. For small craft advisory in effect on the Chesapeake Bay side as well as the Atlantic side for the Delmarva Peninsula. To Wednesday, this is talking about 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so yeah, not all that comfortable, although we're clear of any precipitation for right now. Speaking of precipitation, Pamela Bragg of Rehoboth, congratulations, you're our umbrella giveaway winner, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. Keep up with your forecast by calling our updated 24 hours a day phone line. The number to call is 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away, sponsored by the law offices of Bruckstead, Mendalis, and Federico. Finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. I need to walk through this with you real quick. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, 51, warmer than usual. First day of Kwanzaa, a mix possible, particularly to the north. The weekend, okay, then we're really cold next Monday and Tuesday.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.